All right, really gonna start doing this with one of my co-hosts, Cam. At least once a week. We'll try and get twice a week if it's an eventful week in sports. But for this one, I'm gonna kind of go over some of the Thursday night bets that we like. And let me say this first. Over here, up here, Cam and I will put our Action Sports accounts on there where you'll be able to follow us and track our bets in real time. So you guys can kind of see what we're doing instead of us having to post something every day. You can just go on the app, find us, put it there. But I want to toss it to Cam first. Thursday night football, Carolina versus the Falcons, happening at home in Carolina, about 40 minutes away from me. Talk to me a little bit about that game, man.
Yeah, we know you guys listen to this because, like us, you also like money. But interesting matchup. It seems like we can't ever get a great elite matchup on Thursday Night Football as of late. This one, more of the same. Got the Panthers 2-7 coming off two straight losses against the Falcons, who are only one game behind in the division at 4-5, also coming off a loss. Obviously, the last game had a lot of DJ Moore drama with the helmet throw and the penalty, which led to the kicker selling an OT, multiple chances to win that game with Eddie Pinheiro. It'll be interesting to see. It's a lot of drama, I feel like, behind this game, and definitely ready to get the weekend started on the right note.
Yeah, I'm not a Panthers fan. I don't claim that team as my franchise.
You're a Lakers fan, right? So
No,
you're
I'm
a
not a
wherever
Lakers
LeBron
fan.
at fan.
Oh man, the decline with LeBron is actually becoming apparent. That's a whole nother segment that we would have to do another day. But for now, the Panthers. I mean, I grew up a Giants fan, so I'm trying to be as biased as possible. There's no way taking your helmet off should be the same as a roughing the passer penalty in terms of yardage. 15 yards in the NFL is like a maximum sentence for the crime that was committed. Worst case scenario, 15 yards is what you get. I don't like that call. But with that being said, Cam, tell me about some bets that you like going into this game.
Yeah, so not a big fan of the over under on this game. I'm not never really liked that bet to begin with, just because of the randomness on some of those. But what I do like is Cordell Patterson returned to action last week. The Panthers, historically this season, are fourth worst in the NFL against the run. So what we're going to ride with is Cordell Patterson over on yards. On prize picks, it's currently set at 53 and a half. I wouldn't take it higher than 57 and a half if you, depending on where you're looking at it. But if you do put it in on prize picks, make sure to use our code LEAVE. Get a 100% match on your deposit up to $100. Great opportunity there to make some money. But that's what we're rocking with. Cordell Patterson over 53 and a half yards. Use it, lock it in on prize picks, lock it.
Yeah, for bettors who may be up in the air about Cordero Patterson's injury, his return, I have him on fantasy, so I'm always trying to stay updated on his day-to-day status going into the game weeks. Everything's saying that he's ready to go. He's going 100%. He's doing full practices and doing everything. So I like that bet. But Cam, you mentioned that kickers sell. And I'm actually going to do the opposite and bet on a kicker. And I'm betting on the Falcons kicker, Younghoe Koo, to hit over 1.5 field goals made in that game. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think a lot of field goals will be kicked. If they're made, is a different question. But I think that there'll be a lot of field goals kicked. I like Younghoe Koo over 1.5 field goals made. Like Cam said, also these odds and bets and lines are given and brought to you by Prize Picks. Use our code LEAVE to get a 100% return on your first deposit up to $100, which makes us want to talk about the NFL futures real quick. OBJ is going to be hitting the market soon as he gets back from injury. You can see him basically going on college recruiting tours to different teams during this season. Cam, talk to me a little bit about OBJ, maybe some potential teams looking at him and a team that could use him a lot in their offense.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm OBJ, and I know Jay's gonna hate on me for this one, but it's just in my tendencies. I'm signing with Buffalo. Clearly the Super Bowl favorite. You're old, you're on your way out of the league, definitely not in your prime. Go chase that ring. Go join Von Miller and your buddies and get on the best team possible to put you in the best chance to win a championship. I know Jay is a hater on that method, but if you want to win a ring, go to Buffalo. Another good option for him, but they're not going to win because they never do, is the Cowboys. The Cowboys could desperately need some help opposite CD Lamb out there. I mean, Michael Gallup's great, of course, but I think Odell would really bolster that offense and give Dak another weapon. And then until they lose to the Niners in the second round again. But I mean, it's really only the Cowboys or the Bills. I think there's been some talk with the Giants, but I mean, again, like you only want to go to a team that you have a good chance to win the Super Bowl on this year. I think the clear favorite is Buffalo, and I'd be very surprised if he ends up anywhere else.
See, you do this thing where you always misconstrue and try and dumb down what the player did, what the snake did, as in Kevin Durant. That's not like Kevin Durant. I would not hate or have any bad thoughts or feelings toward OBJ going to the Bills. It would be the same if the Bills and the Rams played in the Super Bowl. The Rams were up 20. The Bills hawked them down, and then OBJ said, "Let me go join this team." I bet you his teammates wouldn't be cool with it then. I bet you the Von Miller move wouldn't have been that cool then because of the circumstance. You can't be up and join the team that beat you. That's regardless of sport. That always stays fact, man. But like you talked about OBJ, I mean, some places it'd be cool to see him have a Giants reunion, but I think everyone knows that's just for dreamers. It's not going to happen. It's not truly going to happen. If you're going somewhere, it's going to be someone who entices you enough. The QB has to be a top tier QB. I don't think OBJ, if he has the choice, is going to take a mediocre QB or maybe a game manager over a really, really, really talented guy. So maybe the Packers, but OBJ, how is he going to be in Wisconsin? You got to think about all these things too. That's not just the QB that's throwing him the ball, man. I'm interested to see where he goes. Cam, any last thoughts on OBJ?
Yeah, no, I think we hit on everything, and I mean, we're gonna keep putting out some more of these short episodes for you guys to make sure we keep interacting with us. Gonna get more aggressive on Twitter as well. If you stay active on there for some up to date news on who's in, who's out each night, and it's really the best way to interact with us right now, I think. So, thanks again.
Yeah, quick thought. I think we should start doing like the pick of the days or whatever on our Twitter too, and then put the all-time record after each tweet that we have, so we can update that daily, and you guys can also follow and track our bets on there. All right, with that being said, big slate of NBA games going on tonight. I think there's 10 games going on. We saw 2 days ago every single NBA team was playing. I can't wait. Another great Sunday of football coming too. Until then, we'll catch y'all. Peace.